Hello, hello. Yes, we are here with you. We are very pleased to connect with you in this way. We do thank you now, and we hope to enjoy with you the energies you seek.
Greetings.
Hello.
I have a question about dark entities around my aura or my.
Yes,
I, is there someone? Is there someone dark entities around me?
sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay.
From your perspective.
From my perspective.
Yes. From our perspective, all of it happens at once, and they may be connected to you in some way, and to some extent, as all is one connected field of energy, those you perceive as dark are still part of that same field. So they are always around you in that sense, though from your perspective, they sometimes influence you and they sometimes are not there.
Are they sometimes entering my body?
Yes, from your perspective.
Okay. From my perspective.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that?
Well, from a higher level perspective, you are part of, again, that same field of energy, and you, at an oversoul level, contain some aspects that may be perceived as dark, as they are at lower vibrational densities.
Okay. Okay. So, is there something I can do?
Yes. What would you like to do about your experience?
I would not. I would like not to have those dark entities around me.
Yes.
But what can I do?
All right. Can you remember the first time you experienced something of this nature?
Yes, it was just a week ago.
Can you remember the very first time you experienced something of this nature?
Well,
Or imagine.
yeah, maybe.
All right.
Yeah, okay. So it's been happening for a long time now.
Yes.
Hmm. Is there anything to do about this?
Yes, you may do quite a deal about this. And first of all, to understand that this interaction is a soul level interaction that you have agreed to engage in for the sake of your development as a soul and for the sake of those other souls' developments as well. So you may bring thankfulness into this situation and interaction. While it may appear dark, it is something that also spurs you to evolve, and for that you may enter a more positive perspective.
Now I start to get the picture.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I can see that happening.
And so, what could the very first interaction of this nature have been like for you?
Well,
Well, what in particular spurred this sort of interaction? Do you remember the moment of your life?
yes, I can remember the moment. Yes,
All right.
it is very early.
And what was that interaction like?
It has always been dark, a lot of anger.
Yes. Though we are asking more about the situation itself,
Okay.
for you to recall the situation itself in which this manifested. Who else was involved, can we say, in human form?
Must have been my father then.
Yes. And what was his behavior?
This was a violent man.
Yes. And were the spirits that you met, or the souls, in that same sense, destructive?
Yes.
In a negative fashion, yes.
Yes.
And so you can see the likeness of vibration that brings about such interactions, that it is not something that is
I see.
simply what occurs. It is a resonance.
Ah.
Yes.
Oh.
And so you are always met by souls in other dimensions in all that you do. And you may come to know this more clearly simply through experience and imagination and practicing, as we have suggested to you, to recall these instances and bring awareness and bring love light into those occurrences.
Okay.
Yes.
I will do my best.
Yes. And know that if it is still something that occurs, while you may not be outwardly acting upon these negative frequencies, they are still within you. And yes, it is very wonderful and a sign of sure evolution and sure right direction that you do not express these subconscious hooks, so to speak, that may attract to you such souls of that nature.
Yes, now I
Yes.
understand.
Okay. And you may also know that you can open to frequencies, to energies, beings and groups of beings, such as ourselves, though there are many others that work with you, that work with all of you at different vibrational levels of your own soul's structure and anatomy, so to speak. You each have these connections.
Thank you.
We do thank you, yes.
And do I also have a star connection in a
Yes.
way?
Yes.
Could you elaborate or give me a name?
You are, yes, very connected to our frequency, the Pleiadian frequency, as well as Syrian energies. There are other programs that all of you are connected to. You each have deep connections to all of these extraterrestrial races. They are coming to open more within you and around you.
I have experienced one woman.
Yes.
Does she have a name, or can I know her name?
That being was a translation of
Yeah.
Pleiadian energies.
Okay.
Yes.
So she's a Pleiadian.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Well,
cool.
she
What kind of what kind of connection do we have? Is it a kind of a familiar thing, or is it kind of a yeah,
Same soul,
same soul.
same oversoul, specifically. So you are different aspects of one larger soul incarnate across time and space.
Is there anything she would like to say to me so I can be more open for her contact?
Well, connect with her now. You may meet
Corporate?
her with you now where you are.
Yay!
And we are present, and she, as one representation of our consciousness, is here with you. So you may invite her in, and as you do, feel the answers in your own body.
Yeah.
Can you do so?
Yeah, I can do so. And now it's just I want to be in the I just want to experience all of us being in the same kind of frequency.
Yeah.
Just being in the now.
Yes.
In the way.
Yes.
I think this is very beautiful. Just being now, yeah.
All right. We are here with you now as well. I really would like to visit your world someday. Yes. You have.
I have.
Yes.
When?
Well, many times in your dreams.
Okay.
Many of you come to our world every night when you sleep.
Do you have big mushrooms? That you can
If,
jump
if
on?
we imagined that we had big mushrooms, we would.
Yeah, of course.
So,
okay,
yes.
yeah. Okay, thank you.
Got it? Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. We do thank you.
Why don't we remember
Yeah.
that we have been there?
The gap is still too great.
Okay.
In your personal reality, so to speak. You receive some energies when you come to our world that rejuvenate you and help you to move in your quick evolution, and at a certain point when the gap is not so vast between the life you experience upon your planet and the quasi-physical reality in which we live, you may then come to recall the multidimensional experiences that you have with greater ease.
Okay. I had a dream that I'm on the way of walking into a UFO.
Yes.
And there's a large crowd of people standing.
Yes.
That won't get on board. It's just me and a couple of guys who get to come on board. Do you know why I had dreamt that?
It's an experience you've had.
Oh.
It's a level of yourself that is moving into an alternate dimension and having that journey of going upon the ship. So you really did go upon the ship and you developed contact with these extraterrestrial beings who do share great love for you.
Wow. Oh.
Yes.
That is. I'm so thankful that you are here down and
we do thank you
and speaking to us.
And we appreciate your reflections.
Thank you.
Do you guys struggle with some kind of
No. No, we do not struggle.
Okay, because when I think about my Pleiadian connection, sometimes it feels like she also have, but then that is not her.
It is, yes, her energy that meets you at a plane through which your distortions of that level play out in a way that you can understand and integrate the interaction. So in other words, in more simple terms, yes, that is her, though that is a version, a projection of her that makes sense to your dimensional level of perception.
Okay.
In the same sense that when we perceive you, we do not perceive with the same eyes as you. So we do not see your physical bodies with the same detail. We rather see what we could describe to you from your perspective as vibrating patterns of energy.
Yeah. Okay. So when I see her and I feel the kind of connection, and when I experience her also in kind of a I felt her kind a little bit of sad. That's just only my interpretation of the situation, or
it is that she reflects to you the own sad emotions, the own emotional energy that you offer.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah. Do you have a question?
No.
Is there something you could tell us about your world, so we have some new and fun perspectives to look upon?
Well, yes, our world is a very enjoyable place for us. And it is a constellation, from your perspective, of stars, within which there are many extraterrestrial races. We are the mass consciousness of all of these races connected between the stars. And we have many forms and aspects that exist at a level of perception that brings us to a quasi-physical experience. And we use this word to indicate to you that it is a much more fluid level of reality in which thought manifests in an instant, and that travel between time is also instant. That which perception stretches beyond time, and all beyond one present moment is known simultaneously. So in that sense, our consciousness is very, very different than your own. Though within your own perspective of time-space, you can arrange for the some distortions in the higher levels of your own perception to play out in a way that is meaningful for you. And each and every one of you will have your own experience in these connections, and through them you can develop great trust and allow for different healing activities to occur, and come to gain more insight in how the same principles apply in your own world and in your own consciousness, that which you imagine clearly and focus upon with some degree of confidence and commitment becomes an experience, a real manifest experience in your life. And you may come into our world and perceive one of the many groups of beings that are there. And yes, in our world we do appear very humanoid to you. This is a very pleasing way that you may come to understand our features, though we are also capable to some degree of shape-shifting, of moving back and forth between different forms. So there is maybe some bits of incongruency in how you perceive us. It is not that these bits of incongruency invalidate any of the experiences or expressions of how we are. It is simply a matter of limited perception that we can appear in many ways.
How do you make children? Is it the same thing as a bashar?
That is something that has progressed as our civilizations have evolved. Eventually, civilizations come to a point where, in one instant, two beings, two individuals, may have some sort of merging of energy fields that is akin to your sexual interaction, though it is very pleasurable. It is not the same degree of physicality. It is occurring at much higher levels with much higher ways through which that energy is experienced. And in one instant, a new being, a new energy field, soul, is brought forth into the world.
That's nice. Yeah, okay. I can ask one more question if you're still on. Yeah. Since we're talking about healing, can you as a group heal, since we're talking about me now, heal some physical person like me now in this situation without me interfering or interacting with my mind, if you know what I mean?
Yes.
Can you guys come and actually heal me and take away my physical thing?
Well, our presence can come to you.
Yeah.
And we, in a sense, can bring our energy to those places, and other multidimensional beings can perform surgeries upon you. And all you must do is get in a receptive mode and allow yourself to fully and truly invite these beings to come and perform those surgeries, and to be very present in your process of the energies that come to you in those moments, to allow yourself to deeply perceive the experiences being brought forth.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, you are very welcome.
Do you have kind of a mantra or a kind of thing I can say to myself to open myself up for this kind of experience?
It is up to you how you wish to bring about this invitation, though we do suggest you to come into contact with your breath, to breathe very deeply, and to begin to feel all of the energy within your body. Begin to feel deeply where energy moves through you. Get in touch with your emotions. Get in touch with your imagination. And come to question, what is the root, what is the cause of that which you feel, in a way that is loving, in a way that is joyful. And use your imagination to picture these streams of light and energy coming to you from far above you, if that helps, from the galactic center and from many stars that come and touch the top of your head and move through your body and bring these rays and waves of light through you. And as you do, you can invite into the space these beings that will first make themselves known to you through a felt presence, through a felt transmission, a touch at a higher level, a love that engulfs you and surrounds you. And as you come to comfort within this process, as there are certainly some feelings of mistrust and fear that may come up in many of your first interactions with these multidimensional beings, as it can genuinely feel like something much bigger than you or different than you is coming to meet you. However, if you can come into trust that relationship and that connection, these beings can hold you and can love you as you offer your love to them. It is through this free will exchange of love light energy that these interactions begin to take place and will aid you in your discovery of yourself and the transformation of your world.
Thank you so much.
We do thank you, yes. We are very pleased, and we do thank you for this interaction. It has been a vast wonder for us to meet you and share with you, and we have benefited fully and enjoyed this process. So we thank you, and we wish you to enjoy these practices, to enjoy your connection with us and the others that will come to meet you, whether the connection feels entirely comfortable or seems entirely bright, is of less significance than the curiosity and the appreciation that you bring into these interactions, to know that that which takes place is real and is helping you evolve. And as you bring greater levels, more pure levels of love light into that which you do, these experiences will come to touch the lives of many beyond your personal sphere, as you call it. And we thank you for being allowing of this process, for it is that which will bring your planet to meet us all up there with greater ease. So we do thank you very deeply and completely. And we wish you the most pleasant of moments and experiences this day.
Yes.
Thank you and love you.
I'll
love you
see
as well,
you
yes.
soon.
Yes, well, you see us now, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
So soon can only be now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Of
Then.
course. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.